When it comes to work-style vehicles for towing, most people choose a traditional one-tonne ute like a Ford Ranger or Toyota Hilux. But there's a growing number of people opting for a larger, commercial-style vehicle like Isuzu's NPR model that can also be driven on a car licence. But is it a smart option for a lap of Australia towing a big caravan? Let's find out. Here we're testing the single cab, medium wheelbase Isuzu NPR Tradepack with optional 6-speed automatic transmission, which costs just under $60,000 before on-road costs. For that you get a 6.6 metre long truck fitted with all the essentials like 4-wheel disc brakes, 16-inch steel wheels with Michelin tyres, leaf spring suspension, halogen headlights, heated and powered side mirrors and central locking. As well as the automated manual transmission, the optional premium pack fitted includes handy extras like a fold-away step to access the 4.5 metre long aluminium tray with its drop-down sides, galvanised ladder racks and a 23 litre water tank and soap dispenser. Ready for work and play, the Tradepack truck also gets a factory bull bar and 3.5 tonne rated tow bar, as well as basic safety features like front airbags, ABS and stability control. Inside the hard-wearing cab, there are spring suspension seats up front and a multi-adjustable urethane steering wheel and footrest for the driver. There's also a 6.2-inch touchscreen with reversing camera that makes it a bit easier to hitch up a trailer. So while there's a definite workhorse feel inside, it also feels pretty nice and airy thanks to a really large windscreen and side windows. And there's also a few different storage areas like these overhead shelves, a fold-down shelf, and there's also a socket to plug in your phone. Output from Isuzu's trusty 5.2 litre turbo diesel engine doesn't look that impressive on paper, but it's sufficient to get a combined 6 tonnes or more moving along nicely in traffic or on the highway without too much fuss or engine noise in the cabin. Although there's little in reserve for overtaking or accelerating up hills, it's a gutsy performer with a 3-tonne caravan behind. Like the bulletproof engine, the automated manual transmission is slow to respond but gets the job done. And the disc brakes, together with some additional exhaust braking, help keep things under control, especially on steep descents. The Isuzu truck feels a lot more stable at higher speeds with a heavy van behind than many smaller utes, thanks to the longer wheelbase and hefty 3-tonne curb weight, and doesn't flinch when trucks pass. However, when towing it really needs a bit more weight in the back than the 200 kilograms or so we had on the tow ball, with the sturdy leaf spring suspension causing the truck to bounce around the lot with an empty tray. Another key reason to buy a small truck like this for recreational towing is the huge payload you get when hauling a 3-tonne plus caravan. You can legally load up well over a tonne of people and gear in addition to the van, which is well over what you could carry with most smaller utes. We also like the light steering and super tight turning circle, although the steering can feel vague, causing the vehicle to stray off course at times at highway speeds if you're not paying attention. There's excellent all-round visibility from the driver's seat though, with no need for additional towing mirrors with the Isuzu's big multi-adjustable wing mirrors. Recorded fuel consumption was just over 20 litres per 100 kilometres on the highway, which is above average for towing a 3-tonne caravan and delivers a range of over 400 kilometres from the 100 litre tank. So you have to say the Isuzu Tradepack has its pros and cons for recreational towing. On the plus side, it's very stable at 100 kilometres an hour, the engine is gutsy and refined, and it can easily carry all your stuff when towing a big van. However, ride comfort is a bit up and down, literally, and it lacks some of the modern technology we've come to expect. But at around half the cost of some big American pickups, the Isuzu truck ticks the box for affordability.